Now, I suppose we are ready to apply the concepts from the previous video. We will look at some of the basic questions which consist of only two statements and understand the process of selecting the correct conclusion that follows. Let's start directly with the first example. The two statements are given. We will take one statement at a time. All bullets are guns. Now we draw the basic diagram for this statement. Bullets are part of gun, so a bigger circle representing gun and a smaller inscribed in it. Now having drawn this basic diagram, the next step would be to draw the basic diagram for the second statement. Some bullets are pistols, or say some A's are B's. So I am adding this directly to our diagram. And the final diagram looks like this. Remember, we are drawing the basic diagrams, so we have to make sure that there is minimum overlapping. These are our tables from the previous video. The first conclusion states that some guns are there which are pistols also. From the basic diagram, we can see that this statement has to be true. Look at this highlighted region. Here, some guns are pistols. Now, look in the table. Some guns are pistols is a positive statement. And for a positive statement, when the basic diagram is true, then that particular conclusion has to be definitely true. So, conclusion A is definitely true. Now, the second conclusion. From the basic diagram itself, it is clear that this is a false conclusion. We saw in the previous conclusion that there are some guns which are pistol. Hence, no gun is pistol is definitely false conclusion. Now from the table, we understand that if a negative conclusion is false in the basic diagram, then there is no need to check for the possible diagrams. So conclusion B is definitely false. I hope the importance of this table is somewhat clear to you by now. Next conclusion, all guns are pistols. From the basic diagram, we can see that this is clearly false. So this option cannot be our answer. But let's explore this further just for the sake of understanding. In the table, we can see that whenever a positive conclusion is false, then we can check for the possible diagrams as well. Now we have to draw such a possibility that we can prove this conclusion to be true. So for the second premise, possible diagram can be when all bullets are pistols, as we saw in the previous video. Now for the first premise, we just have to make all bullets as gun. So a circle representing gun can be drawn like this. This diagram tells us that all guns being pistols can be a possibility. But we can select only those options which are definitely true unless otherwise stated. So this conclusion is also false. Next is some pistols are guns but not bullet. As per the basic diagram, this is true. Look at this region. Here only pistols and guns intersect. Bullets are not there. Some pistols are gun but not bullet is a negative conclusion which is true. So we have to look for the possible diagrams now. Look, here we have to reach a definite conclusion. If it is a possibility or not is not asked in the question. According to the basic diagram, it is true. So all we have to do is think of one such diagram which will negate this. If we can do this, then we can say that this conclusion doesn't follow. Otherwise, it is definitely true. One possible diagram could be like this. Bullet is inside gun and pistol is intersecting both. There is no gun which is pistol but not bullet. In case you are thinking about these corners, then imagine this diagram like this. It is not mandatory that we have to take circles always. Even this will work. Just keep in mind that the given premises are not violated. And here all bullets are gun and some bullets are pistol, both statements are valid. From this diagram, we can say that D does not follow. Yes, it's a possibility, but it is not a definite conclusion. Finally, the correct answer for this question is option A. So for questions in which conclusions talk about possibilities, then in such questions we will draw possible diagrams. Or when negative conclusion is true, then we will draw the possible diagram. Otherwise, basic diagram will suffice. Next question is an interesting one. The two statements are all animals are birds and some parrots are not birds. According to the first statement, the bigger circle will represent birds and the smaller one inscribed in it like this will represent animals. Now, the second statement is some parrots are not birds. We have seen in the previous video, premise sum not has no basic diagram. But since we want a basic diagram for these two statements combined, we have to draw it with minimum extent of overlapping. So, circle representing parrots will be drawn like this. Remember this as a thumb rule. Whenever sum not occurs as one of the statement and we are required to draw the combined basic diagram, treat it as a separate or disjoint set. Now, we have this diagram as the basic diagram. The first conclusion is all parrots are animals. A positive conclusion which is false according to the basic diagram. So, it is definitely false. Second conclusion, no parrot is a bird. It is true according to the basic diagram. But since it is a negative statement, we have to check for the other possibilities as well. Since in the second statement it is given that there are some parrots which are not birds. So, one of the possibility can be when there are some parrots which are birds and some which are not. That means a little intersection of the two circles representing birds and parrots like this. Here you can see that we are just concerned with birds and parrots. So, we made only these circles intersect. This is moderate overlapping and the conclusion is not true. Now, third one. No parrot is animal. Similar to the second part, here also it seems to be alright, but because of its negative nature, we will have to check for the other possibilities as well. Just like we did for the second conclusion, this time a little bigger intersection. Moderate overlapping in this case will be somewhat like this. Here one can easily say that this conclusion is also definitely not true. Fourth conclusion is some parrots are not animals. It is clear from the basic diagram that this is a valid conclusion. But since it's a negative conclusion and is true from the basic diagram, we have to check for the other possibilities as well. This is minimum overlapping. Let's look at the moderate case. Moderate, as we saw in the previous conclusion, parrots overlapping animals to some extent like this. But here also this conclusion holds true. Let's check for the maximum overlapping case. Now for maximum overlapping, we have this statement. Some A's are not B's. A is parrot and B is animal. So a bigger circle for parrot and animal inscribed in it. Now, is this the correct possible diagram? Not really. Here we are violating the condition given in the second premise, that is, some parrots are not birds. In this diagram, all parrots are birds. So, it's not a valid diagram. The correct diagram will be like this, where both birds and animals are inscribed in the bigger circle representing parrots. We just need to take care of the premises given to us. Any diagram violating any of the condition in the given premise cannot be assumed as a valid case. But here no condition is violated and here also this conclusion holds true. That means this is true in all the possible cases. Hence we can say that this is a definitely true conclusion and answer for this question. Let's move to the next question type. In this example, we have some girls are cooks and some cooks are not boys. Let's quickly look at the basic diagram. From 1, we have this basic diagram. Now, second statement is some cooks are not boys. Some not premise has no basic diagram. We use minimum overlapping concept. Final diagram becomes like this. Let's look at the conclusion given to us. First is some girls are boys. From the basic diagram, it is clearly false. And since it's a positive conclusion, we need not to check for any other possible diagram. It has to be definitely false. Now the second conclusion. Some girls are not boys. Seems true from the basic diagram, but don't forget that it's a negative conclusion. So we have to check for other possibilities as well. As we have discussed so far, the best way to check for possible diagram for a negative statement is to try and make it false. So here we have some girls are cooks. So we use the basic diagram for this, but for the second statement, let's take boys as the bigger circle like this and put all the girls, or say inscribe the circle representing girls inside it like this. You can validate both the statements given to us. No condition is violated here. So in this case, conclusion B becomes false. Since both A and B does not follows, the answer for this question will be option D, none follows. As we can see, there is no particular conclusion that follows in this question type. You can always take it as another thumb rule that whenever there are two or more premises of the type some or some not are given, then it is definite that there will be no conclusion regarding the uncommon term possible that can logically follow these two premises. Uncommon terms here in both the premises are girls and boys. So no conclusion regarding them can follow. But suppose I give you another option, option E, as either A or B follows. Without even looking at the Venn diagram, just by looking at the two options, it should be understood that either one of the two conclusions will definitely follow. One says some girls are boys and the other says some girls are not boys. One of the two has to be true. It's definite. So whenever you get this as one of the options, always look carefully at the conclusions which are given. Now suppose another option is given as some cooks are girls. Now don't just blindly go and mark none follows as your answer. Look at the language of this question. It is totally same as used in the first statement. So if some girls are cooks is given, it is definite that some cooks will also be girls. This will definitely follow. Last example. No honey is bee and no bee is bird. When all the given statements are negative, in these types of questions too, no conclusion regarding the uncommon terms can be found. Let's look at the question to justify what we learned just now. Basic diagram will be like this. No intersection between any of the circles. Now we look at the conclusions. Conclusion A says no bird is honey. True according to the basic diagram, but false in reference with this possible diagram. There is no constraint which stops us from making birds and honey intersect each other. Conclusion B is also pretty much the same as conclusion A. Hence, it is also not true. But if it's given that no bee is honey, or say no bird is bee, then that means we are simply restating the premises. Then those conclusions will definitely follow. So again, before selecting any option as answer choice, check for all the options and the way these terms have been used in different conclusions. So answer for this question is also none follows. With this, we end our discussion for questions using only two statements. In the next video, we will look at 3 statement questions and along with that some interesting types of other formats used in syllogism as well. Thank you for watching.